Okay guys, so today we're going to do September's A Horse Box unboxing. If you don't know what a horse box is, it's a monthly subscription box where the boxes start out at $22 depending on if you get a single month or up to 6 months. And they send you 5 or 6 different horsey products both for you and for your horse. They ship out and get delivered either on the 15th or the 17th depending on that month. Sometimes they get here on the 17th, sometimes they get on the 17th, but usually they're here exactly when the emails say you're going to get them, which is great. So just as a quick review as to last month's box, the Shoshin whitening spray was fantastic. It actually did get the yellow out of Bugsy's socks, which was great. And I can use this in the wintertime when it's a little bit colder, because all you have to do is spray it on their feet and then rinse it off a little bit later, like 1 to 3 minutes later depending on the stain, which is great because her socks get horrendously yellow in the wintertime when I can't bathe her regularly. So this will be great because then I don't have to rinse her completely and I don't have to use my shampoo or anything like that. It's very quick, very easy. The immunism I was actually kind of disappointed with because it's the first thing I've ever found that Bugsy will not eat. Which, if you know Bugsy at all, you know that food is her best friend and she eats anything and everything. I mean, even if she, as nature says, can't eat something, she will try to eat it. So this was the first thing I've ever found where she has had no interest eating it. She tried about a bite of it in her grain and then refused to eat her grain completely, which was quite surprising because she absolutely adores her grain. So that didn't end well. The horse treats obviously went over well. The size made it to where she got a little over aggressive with me and kind of nipped my hand once, but she does it every now and again, and she pulls her head back up like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to bite you." So that was kind of adorable. Oh, and the Triptocalm I also didn't use because there's nothing going on right now that was significant enough for me to want to give my horse any kind of relaxing agent, so I didn't use that either. So now we're going to get into this month's box. Now, this month's box is quite a bit bigger. It's a little bit deeper, a little bit taller, so it's quite a fair-sized box. I'm curious as to see what's inside of it and what's making it this big. Oh, well, I can already tell right away why it's so big. But so the first thing that we see in here is the card that comes in every month. It gives you a couple of little spoilers. I'm not going to read that. But the thing that's making this box so big, there is a 1.625 pound box of Quitex 2, which is for focusing and calming pellets for horses. I've never actually heard of this brand, but it's helped to keep horses focused and composed in stressful situations, won't cause drowsiness or affect performance. Unique combination of 7 active ingredients and easy to give pellets. Excellent for heavy training, performance activities, competitions, racing, and trailering. So it's basically like the Triptocalm, but in a larger thing, and it is in a pellet form. Again, Bugsy and I, we don't do showing, we don't go anywhere really, so I'm not sure if I'm ever going to use this. Maybe if I ever have to move her, I might start giving this to her beforehand, just as like a, hey, we're getting ready to go somewhere. My camera stopped recording for whatever reason. But anyhow, what I was saying is basically if I ever had to move her barns for whatever reason, I might give this to her like the week in advance just to keep her calmer. If it gives that kind of instruction. I'm not exactly sure how it works. So, I don't know. Might do some research on that. So the next thing that I see in here is the same brand, but it's a paste form instead of the pellet. Again, I probably won't ever use this. At least not in any time soon kind of a thing. But again, won't cause drowsiness. It's basically the same thing, just in a paste form. Ooh, and this month, if you guys remember from, I don't remember which box it was. It might have been June's? I don't know. Cowgirl Kitchens, I absolutely adore them. These ones are the Easy Pocket. Oh, the Easy Peasy Pockets. Excuse me. Basically, they look like this, and they just have like the little pockets, kind of like the greeny dog treats that you just stick dog pills into. I don't have any pills that I need to give Bugsy, but she is definitely going to enjoy these because she enjoyed them last time. And I'm assuming it's probably the same recipe as the other one, if not just slightly different. But yeah, it basically looks like it has the same ingredients in it, except just without the little heart in there. So another thing that we have in here is some Star Shine for shiny and well-kept mane and tails. So I guess it makes their mane and tail a little bit shinier, and this is by KAVALAR, which is the company that gave us the grain in my first box and the treats in the last box. And then the last product that I have in here is a Botanical body rinse, super condensed, cools, smooths, and refreshes. And it apparently makes 1 gallon, so I assume you put this into like a bucket of water. Yeah, add contents to 1 gallon of water for animal use only. So yeah, that'll be fun to try out because we're getting close to winter now. We finally had a week of 80-degree weather, which was fantastic. So I'm probably going to be giving Bugsy maybe 2 or 3 more baths before the season ends, and so this will be fun to try out. Probably by next month we won't have any more baths. Camera, you're making me mad. I know you're not full. Stop it. So that was all the products that we have in here. And the only thing that's left is a couple of little brochures that usually come in the box. And this one is for Highly Equine, the all-natural alternative in high-quality equine nutrition and performance supplements. So it's like a little supplementing type thing, type of like liquid for joints. It looks like is the main one, is like a joint supplement. Which the one thing that I absolutely adore about Bugsy is that she's 21 to 25 years old, and I don't have to give her any kind of joint supplements or anything like that. Like, she doesn't have any pain or anything. She's fantastic. And then there's also a brochure for the Quitex, and it, I guess, has a little bit of information in there, as well as some coupons for the paste and the pellet. Again, I'm not really a big trailering or performance person. I don't show anymore, so I don't really have any need for these kinds of things. But in the cases of, say, if we have to move her, or in a couple of years I'm planning on moving out of state for various reasons, I've had enough of living in the desert and I don't want to be here anymore. My camera's being an absolute brat and keeps cutting out. So anyhow, guys, I will leave the horse box link in the description. I can't, for whatever reason, figure out how to annotate, so I won't worry about annotating. But if you would like to get your own horse box, I will leave the link in the description for that. And we're going to end it there, guys.